You are live. Big up, everybody. MMA
Big up,
Special
man.
here right now. We've got a lovely treat for everyone. If you're in the UK, current bantamweight champion, EFC champion, and big gentleman, Terence Balello. Everybody, welcome, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing well, guys. I'm doing well. I'm chilled, man. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Yes.
Like we said backstage, even better now that we're speaking to you, brother. Even better that we're speaking to you. And thank you for taking the time to come out and speaking with us. Much obliged for that. I know you must be busy. So we'll just get straight to it. My first question for you is, champ, what got you into fighting, and where did you get your inspiration from?
So, like I've been telling everyone, in 2016, I was sitting in class, and my friend he showed me a video of Connor, and just a promo video of Connor just whooping the guys left to right, in shades on, three-piece suits, and I was like, this looks very interesting. I want to do this one day. Where I'm from is like not a lot of people has done this, so I was like, I want to do this one day, and become a MMA fighter and become famous, man, and do big things, and just provide for my family, so I can be in a position where I can give back, and, and obviously become a world champion one day as well in the UFC and EFC. So that's how it started for me, and from there on out, I was just a passionate kid since today. I love what I'm doing, man.
Nice, nice. But could I ask you a question? How much of an inspiration was people like Ali to you? Because I see in your style that you're very much Ali like. How much of an inspiration was he to you? Because you're very in and out like him when it comes to your.
Yeah, obviously when I started out, in the beginning, I was like searching up all the legends, all the OGs, and I fell in love with Ali's style, footwork, and I was like, yo, this guy's so good, and he's got the looks. He speaks well on the mic, and he's the full package. I was like, I'm gonna try and do my best, and get myself to that level, where I can also
Mm.
be someone that talks well, and go out there and still perform, and just walk the walk and talk the talk, that type of mentality. But I loved Ali since day one, man, and I still do love him. He's an OG and of the fight world, and yeah.
Nazi?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, man, how do you, like, how you so confident about all the strikes you do? You literally do every thing in the book. Like, the only thing you probably don't do is those really crazy, like, spinning back fist. Maybe, I mean, even your feint game, it's just beautiful, right? It's like, how do you learn all of it? You got the whole book basically memorized, and you do it. You know, a lot of people can't do the oblique kick or the Superman punch, but you can pull it off there and then in every fight. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, it's me just learning, getting better, watching all the high level guys. I don't
Mm,
want to throw out names, but Ellie, Easy, the Covingtons, the Usmans,
mm.
all those guys. I'm watching them all. I'm trying to learn from them. The Charles Oliveras. I'm trying to take I'm trying to take a small piece of all of them and throw them in a box and shake it up, and just trying to mix up my style with it. And I think it's an IQ thing as well. My IQ is pretty good for a guy fighting in the EFC. I probably have the highest IQ in my division. A matter of fact, in the
100%.
EFC, that's just me. That's how I get my confidence from. Is just by believing in myself and just putting in the work that should be put in behind the scenes when no one sees you. And yeah, um, I have to be confident in this job, man, in this business. If not, I'm not gonna blow up and be a huge superstar one day. So I have to be confident.
Of course you are. Of course you're gonna become a bit. You're a superstar already. What are you talking about? You're a big superstar, brother. Like, not many people have your personality in terms of your appeal as a person. And I'm not being funny, as I said, and I made the joke to the other day when we were talking, and I said to you, I dropped my chicken wing just listening to you because it was one of those ones where it's like, wow, this guy's so humble and he's like so like polite to everybody. You know what I mean? Like that's why I called you like a people's champion, if you like. because like you seem to be very down with your community still. Like when I saw you sparring with that young lady, the personal trainer, and you were taking your time
Mm.
out to coach her. And like, I don't know if that was just a spur of the moment thing, but you seem like you're still very community orientated.
Yeah, very true, man. Very true. My family means a lot to me. I'm going to see the family tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow and see
Nice.
them for the festive holidays and just be around them again. They called me Sunday, and even me speaking now about them is almost like trying to make me don't get emotional and all that type of stuff because I don't see them a lot. And for me, moving out of the house as a 19 kid, moving to Cape Town, that was like super. It was a super hard decision, but I had to make a sacrifice. And here I am, world champion, and it's still a lot of
I mean,
sacrifices to be made. And
what part of America
yeah,
are you gonna live in?
Hollywood,
but
Hollywood,
in
Hollywood.
America, I would
Yeah, you say,
When you
I
get
would
there?
love to. I would love to go live in Arizona. There's a reason
John
why.
Jones.
hang on,
Sean
let me
O'Malley
find
is
it.
the reason. Sean O'Malley is the.
Ah, fair enough.
Bro.
On that, Naz, do you want to ask your next question, if you wish? Because on,
So no, okay. I just want to go from there. What do you rate Sean O'Malley and his team? Do you think they have something there? You probably see that Conor McGregor bit in him as well, right?
yeah, that's what I was just
Yes,
saying.
yes. The reason why I want to go to Arizona one day and probably get my own setup there is obviously to train with Sean O'Malley one day and his team over there. Yeah, he's got a super chill team and they just nice, good energies. They just vibe, man. It's just like a good energy. And I almost have that here in Cape Town where me and my team is just chilled, like that small group where we just push hard every single day. And O'Malley has that. And I would love to just get a few
Mm,
sessions in with him
mm.
and one day. So hopefully,
No, I'm not hopefully, certainly, man. Come on. I can't wait to see you in like Vegas, bro, fighting in main events. I look forward to that. I can say, you know what? Before that guy
so,
become really, really big, I knew this guy. You know, but he won't he won't remember me now. But now he's in the UFC. But I used to know this guy. You know. But you mentioned
Champ,
nah,
champ.
I won't forget you guys, man. You guys are super chill, man. And I'll anytime you guys want to have an interview, just let me know. I'll be down.
you know what, champ? It's a good thing I can only have you for about
Mm,
half an hour. I was just saying to Nazi off screen, man. If I could, I'd be sitting there talking to you all day, bro. Because you've got that appeal as a person as well as a champion. Do you understand? Because I was just about to ask you about your team, about Hayden Abraham's your coach and your whole team and your whole fight camp. I was going to ask you what kind of influence have they had? Because you're still a very young man. Not many people realize you've just turned 23 or
mm,
approaching 23. You're a young man. You got the world ahead of you. How, and you said you've got a lot of pressure when it comes to dealing and supporting your family, and not many people understand that about a fighter. You know what I mean? And I want them to understand when they see fighters coming to my podcast that there's more to it than just the fight. You know, there's the person behind the fight, there's the pressures behind the fight. It's not easy being a fighter. A fighter I spoke to recently told me that it's every fighter's worst nightmare to lose. But you have to fight through that. You have to get through that. You have to have confidence in yourself, like you said, belief in your own abilities. You work in your own game. And how much has your own coaching staff helped you, still being so young, to get to where you are now? How much have they helped you emotionally, technically?
Yeah. So my coach Hayden, he's one of the like the chillest coaches I've ever had. Like I only had two coaches in my whole career. The first one I started out was I had him for like I was there for say 4 years with him, and after that I've met Coach Hayden, and but he was on the journey as well, but more behind the scenes as a wrestling coach. And I told him, listen, I want you to become a head coach as well. And ever since that, we just built this relationship where we constantly with each other talking about life, and just he's just teaching me about life and I'm asking him about business stuff. What can I do? Because I want to open up my own coffee shops and start my own businesses as well on this journey. And he's just giving me advice and how to do things, and we speak with people, we meet up with new people and just networking. And my coach has been amazing on this journey, man. And he's always there pushing, taking me to training sessions, especially in fight camps. He does a lot in fight camps, and I'm actually he treats me like a little baby in the fight camps, and he's always there.
It's only
He's
because he
always there.
cares.
And
Are you his first champ?
yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm his first
Yeah, I thought
MMA
so.
full-on world.
That that's why he looks
Yeah,
after you so well, man. You're his retirement bonus. No, but on that, is it giving you a taste for maybe you might do coaching yourself when you finish fighting yourself? Is that ever anything you considered becoming a coach yourself?
yeah, for sure. Because we helping out a lot of I wouldn't say unprivileged kids, man. Just kids that's living in the more poor side of Cape Town. We helping them a lot out, especially when it comes to nights and after training, just giving them something to eat as well, and after training, just giving them something to eat as well, and taking them back home so they can get ready for school, and just doing that type of stuff for them. And it's been going on for years. My coach has been doing that for years now, and me seeing him having that kind of kindness towards the kids, and just trying to help kids and change their lives. It might not change all their lives, maybe two or three of their lives on the journey, but he's amazing, man, and I salute him for that. A lot of people don't see that, and the thing is, he's not looking for any. How can I say? What's the word, man?
Recognition.
He's not
Yeah.
there for any attention. Yeah, he
Mm.
don't want that. He's just there, chill. Like, every time I tell him I'm gonna have an interview, I'm gonna give you a shout out, and he's just like, nah, you don't need to do that. I'm chill, and I'm like, come on, coach, you deserve it. And he's like, you don't need validation and all that type of stuff. As long as you have a good heart and he's there for the people that he loves and supports, that's good for him. And yeah, I salute my coach, man. I got good teammates as well. So shout out to them as well.
Bro, how was growing up though? Like, was it like a proper struggle? Like sometimes, obviously, my dad speaks a lot about Morocco in the 50s, and he's like, life was so hard, it makes a lot of people not nice. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we struggle hard, but I know you went through a struggle, but you're still, you're the realest guy, always keeping it respectful and humble as well, man. Like, how was the life, man? Was it hard, or was it not as hard as you don't really know it because you're a kid? What was up?
Now I grew up. I grew up pretty tough, as well. I didn't have a lot.
Of course.
But what I can say is that my grandparents always made a plan for me, my sister, and my cousin to have something to eat every night. They went throughout for us, man. I remember. We grew up on a
Mm,
farm, and we moved to the town side, and ever since moving to the town side, everything changed because you gotta pay electricity, you gotta pay water, you gotta pay all the stuff of bills, and the money was just getting low. And I was like, yo, some nights we go sleep hungry, wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, make fire so I can wash, and,
damn.
and, and, and so we can go to school. Going to school at that time, 16, 15 years old, going through that at the house, knowing that shit, I didn't have nothing to eat this morning. Or when I go back home, he says, is there going to be something to eat tonight? I just had to put up that front in front of my friends, but inside it was killing me. But
Constant worry.
that's
Wow.
where I
Yeah, it's
developed that mind.
mm.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I developed that mindset of hustle. That's why I'm such a hustler as well. Now, besides the fighting, and I just started going to golf courses and started caddying and made some money there. So and bring it home, give it to the
Good,
family,
bro.
and get a holiday job at the restaurant and just make bucks there. Use all the tips I made and give it to the grandparents at the house to buy food and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
for
you've
me, it
always
was
had
like
that.
I had to take that role of an older, yeah, for my
Mm.
sister and my cousin, because we basically grew up together. A single mom. I don't know my dad. I haven't seen my father in like 23 years, and I'm not gonna talk to
Wow.
you guys like to tell you guys to feel sad for me. I don't want no one to feel sorry for me because like this is the journey I chose. I've been to a lot
Hmm.
of stuff on this journey, and I'm grateful for sleeping in the
Yeah.
offices in
Well,
COVID,
you can make a
for a
movie.
month in COVID, locked in the office, me and my bro.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what they say as well, and just going through the things that we went through as fighters. A lot of people don't see that stuff.
Mm.
But I'm grateful for the journey. I'm super grateful for this journey, and there's still a lot of ups and downs, but I'm fucking grateful for this journey, man. And
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
not gonna
Yeah.
change nothing.
Dude, I wouldn't want you to change. I think you're great the way you are. You seem to learn constantly as a fighter. Now, I have to ask, right? Because and this may be the most delicate question of the whole thing. When you lost your title fight to Giff Walker, right? I'm not being funny. It was a bit more of a. I'm not sure because you seem to slip when he catches you, right? And just before the end of the fight, I'm not sure. Was it maybe a rush of blood to end the fight? You wanted to do it, or because is there maybe in the back of your mind you want a rematch with him later on down the line? Because I've read your whole record, and to be honest, you in terms of like your amateurs as well, like 6 in a row clean. You more or less dominated all your fights. Is that something more or less you want to go back to and correct later at some point, or is it nothing something that doesn't really play on your mind?
Of course, of course, of course, of course. That's the mission for next year. That's the mission for next year. I'm gonna let that division play out a little bit. He's gonna fight Tomelo. He said that.
Mm.
So I'm gonna be the backup fighter. I want to be the backup fighter for that fight. I'm gonna be in
Mm.
Joburg. I'm gonna make weight, and whoever misses weight, you snooze, you lose. I'll be in for the title shot. That's where my mindset is at. I want to correct that one because I know I can beat the guy. I know I beat the guy, and I just made a small error, man. And
He's gonna duck you though,
it still
man.
bugs me sometimes.
Don't speak.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just wondered because I'm not being funny. You come across as a bit of a perfectionist, so I was just wondering maybe in the back of your mind was that there. You know what I mean? And I apologize and thank you for asking that question, answering that question because that was a bit of a delicate question. Go on, Nazi. What are you gonna say, brother?
Yeah, I was like,
Them
but
all.
I think Gift's gonna avoid you
So do I
That's
actually.
what I'm thinking. The same
because after
thing.
that first round,
That's what I'm thinking. The same thing.
we'll see how it
That's the thing
unfolds.
that scares me.
Yeah, it scares
Yeah,
you.
that's the thing that scares me. Because I'm like, come on, if he ignores me and don't want to fight me again, I'm gonna be so pissed off. It's almost like Conor versus Khabib when Conor wants a rematch.
You got
But
nothing.
you
You
know
got
it's
nothing.
coming.
That's it. No, but you're a Conor McGregor fan. You could just stand in the cage and call him out. You got nothing. You got nothing. Just call him out. Take it to him, man. Because one thing about it, and you're a bit of a showman as well. I notice you're an entertainer as well, champ. Because one thing I will say on the lighter side, your title fight when you won the interim bantamweight championship. What made you get someone in a half headlock and start waving at the crowd and like doing all this and like, come on everybody, like
He
give me an
knew.
atmosphere, you know what I mean? Yeah, he did know. Like it was a, he's got him in a half headlock, he's by the cage and he's like, come on everybody, party time. He's like, where do you get that side of you from? Like with that cheekiness.
Yeah, it's just that's how I've been as a kid growing up. I was always entertaining the family, and I wish like someone could film me back then how I was as a kid, man. I would always entertain the family. I would always dance for them. I would always be the just that one in the family that's just so crazy, man, like the showman. And and I said to myself, one day I'm gonna do something big. And years is fighting, and I found it, and I was like, for me to, I'm just being myself, man. There's no forcing. I'm forcing nothing. When I'm in
Yeah.
there and I'm having fun myself, even me talking to Musa, I'm pointing at him. It's just telling him that, hey, I'm in here and I'm having fun. I'm grooving and I'm feeling myself, man, because man, opportunities like this only come once in a lifetime, and you gotta be
Hmm.
yourself. Yeah. So let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes, man.
Go on, Nazi, you want to ask something?
Yeah. So, bruv, the last fight, yeah, you basically you done full Izzy mode where you're like, I'm not even gonna entertain the takedown game or the ground game. That's not, you know. And I feel like for the gift fight, you didn't have that mentality. You're like, nah, if it goes to the ground, but it's like, no, I'm not entertaining the ground game. A bit like O'Malley with Aljo. He was like, F the ground game. It's just anti-wrestling. And it seems once you focus on anti-wrestling as well as train anti-wrestling, a lot of fighters having more success. What is your level? Have you tapped into a new level of anti-wrestling? Because the last fight, bro, brother couldn't
Yes.
take you down for,
Yeah.
how many attempts he done on you? Crazy.
About 6. I watched the fight last night. He done it about and each time you pushed him off, or he had to get you against the cage to try and get you down. And one of them didn't even count as a takedown. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I went through the fight.
That's the thing. That's the thing with me. It's like just guys that just who wants to see someone just hold someone down for like 3 rounds, 5 rounds? No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Everyone wants to see someone get punched in the face for 5 rounds, then someone just laying doing nothing, and that's what's my mentality like when I started out. Like I wanna perform on the feet. I wanna knock people out. I wanna get these crazy finishes and get these bonuses, and become and make highlight reels where I just KO people left to right. But I have to develop my full on MMA game as well. That's what I've been doing, and this whole time. But in that gift fight, man, it's like when I went into the second round, it's like in my subconscious mind, I was like, he's gonna shoot, but that gut feeling, he's gonna shoot. But I was just like that. I think it was an ego thing that said, nah, he's not gonna shoot, and he shot a dumb shot, and I was like, that was the dumbest shot ever,
Okay.
and he just and I was hitting him with elbows and all elbows just to
Yeah.
and I hammer first and just let him know that hey, you can't just take me down and don't get some elbows here on the dome or get some fist in the face. And that showed me like how desperate guys are to just hold you down there and just basically just trying to keep you there. And I didn't trust my grappling that much as well because no excuses made, but I injured myself 2 weeks like into the fight camp, like leading into the fight
No
camp. I injured
way.
myself 2 weeks into it, and
mm,
and no grappling. There was no MMA. Every time I would just hurt myself, and I said, no, fuck MMA, fuck MMA sparring. Let's just do on the feet, and I'll just defend on the feet, like on the hips and whatever, get underhooks and stuff, and just work in the clinch. And but yeah, it happened. I
was
slipped.
that
It made a small error, and
was that injury in the back of your mind during the fight then? Because maybe it was a bit of a rush of blood. Then maybe from your own point of view, maybe it was a bit of defensive. Maybe you went for a takedown. But I'm trying to imagine. I can't imagine
yeah,
you panicking
yeah,
or
that
rushing.
that's why I wanted to get onto the feet so quickly because I was like, if I because I haven't done this for like no how long was I camp? It was like a 6 week, 8 week camp, and 2 weeks into it, I haven't done. So basically 6 weeks of me no grappling, and I was like, yo, what the heck is going on? I'm on my back now. I have a triangle position, but I was like, if I blow my legs out because I didn't train any jiu-jitsu, I might get tired. But all the scenarios played in my head and everything. But I was just like, next time where I get a triangle position like that, I'm gonna choke you out. I don't care. No grappling or grappling. I just had to.
Mm.
I made peace with it though. I made peace with it. I pray I get that rematch so I can just correct that mistake and yeah, get that belt and become double champ.
Fair enough. Nazi,
Yeah, man, you're still mad young, man. You're still adding wrinkles to your game. And honestly, as long as you up your anti-wrestling and grapple, I can see right now in the flyweight just beating a lot of strikers in the UFC level. And
definitely.
on, I don't see Gift coming for you unless it's outside. You both go UFC, but he's gonna avoid you, man. That first round, I swear you landed everything from obliques to Supermans. Like you don't do none of the crazy strikes, but what do you think about strike when you see spinning back fist or jumping knees or something more out unorthodox like a Johnny Walker, etc. Do you like that style? Or are you more orthodox strictly?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I can do that. Like my first ever professional fight, I did a lot of spinning shit and a lot of fancy stuff. Hands down, and just cracking this dude.
Backflips.
A lot of people don't know about that fight. The guys, they must go check it out. It was in a different organization, but that was one of my best performances so far for me. Like, and it was a dog fight. I'm piecing this dude up, and he's just taking his shots. But he's a tough dude. His name is Vuyo Jula. He's also in EFC right now. So I fought him for my first ever professional fight. You guys must go check that fight out. I did
It's
a lot
on
of fancy
YouTube.
shit in that one, so I would love to do it. And yes, sir, I might do it in my next fight. You never know. Get fancy on them.
Right, don't go crazy.
Yeah, don't pull a calf or anything, trying to do like a spinning back roundhouse kick like Van Damme or something, man. Take it easy. We need you fit, man. We need you fit. We need you fit.
Yeah, you got the main thing is don't get injured,
Yeah.
Terrence. It seems you're on that level. If you're fit and healthy, you're fine to go. Don't get injured. Like that's about it. Honestly, you're way ahead of everyone in the striking game. Like sometimes fighters push themselves too much. I'm like, bro, relax. Like, don't get injured. You're gonna win this fight no matter what. It doesn't matter. Just if you're injured, that arm that you couldn't get taken down, now you get taken down because it's not as strong no more. Like honestly, I wish more fighters. Bisping always goes on about it, Michael Bisping. If he knew what he knew now and knew back then, just the injuries, overtraining is a real thing, man. You're still young though. You're 23,
Yes.
bro. Top of the world.
Whoa.
I don't know what still to do. I don't know what.
Well, can I ask you a question? Not many people, like Naz was just alluding to, not many people fully understand your striking game in the terms of how good it is. Because as I just said a minute ago, like one thing I respect about your fighting game, and I was watching it in your title fight again last night, was the fact of you always come in, you'll land like the 2, maybe 3 combo, then you'll pull away again. You go up, you'll tap, maybe give them 1, 2, and you'll pull out again. Then you'll see what your opponent does. Because one thing I love about your counter punching, bro, your head movement. Not many people realize that if you want to talk about highlight reels in your title fight, yeah, the one you won, the amount of times you see my man that just dug it and just bang bang, he just gives the little, quick 1, 2, 1, 2, little combo. And on the, was it the round 2 when you gave him the 2 part the jabs, and then you gave him the uppercut, and you made his head snap back.
Yes,
like,
sir.
The way you were counter punching him was just sick, bro. And the way you control distance, it is very Ali-like, because you're in and out, floating like a butterfly, sting like a bee, very in and out. I just wondered, like, is that something that you've worked on, or is that something that just happens to be your game? Like the fact that you control distance and you move so much.
Yeah, like ever since I started, I've I don't know what it was, man. I just when I had my first sparring session, I was all about movement. And the coach I had back then, he used to draw that into me, the movement, and just having a sharp IQ and just seeing things differently from other fighters, and not just going there and start brawling. Because sometimes I love to just scrap. I just love to scrap sometimes. But
Yeah.
if you can take less damage for 25 minutes and piece someone up for like I said, for 25 minutes, you piece someone up and you don't take damage, I'm cool with that. And working on my head movement. So I do that a lot in my shadow boxing, where I put in these drills in my shadow boxing, where I add shots. But like I said, I'm watching these high level guys. I'm learning from them as well, and I'm just putting it all into my style. And yeah, who does it like me in EFC?
That's sick, man. I got a silly question here. What's your favorite animal, man? What's your animal? He's Mr. Wolf, yeah. I'm the bear. I love the black bear, yeah.
Oh,
What's your favorite animal?
He's the Black Panther, man. Come on, it's in the title.
animal,
The Black Panther. You have to say it, bro. You don't like the panther's a leopard technically, but the Black Panther, bro. You do move around like a panther as well. You just, oh man. I can't wait for your next fight, bro. If you honestly implement, if you're serious like you were for your last fight, focus, laser serious, and you can mix some of that, you can realize you're in a moment like you did, and you can mix some of that spinning stuff with that crazy stuff. I'm gonna check your first fight again, but I can't wait for your next fight.
Neither can I, man. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you have any idea when your next fight's gonna be? May I ask?
I spoke with Ashley. I spoke with the matchmaker. He called me, and he's thinking of they're thinking of booking Gift into Melo for March. So I told them like, listen, you guys know what I want. You know, I want to be the backup fighter because I've proved myself. I'm out of them two. So I'm just speaking facts here. I'm the biggest name out of those two. You know, Gift can be the champion of the division, but I'm the biggest name. I'm the biggest draw.
That's true.
You
You're
know,
a champ, bro.
and it's just that's just facts. Even without this belt, I'm still a bigger draw than both of them. I'm just speaking facts here. This is not me trying to be
I'm
arrogant or
not.
anything or trying to be.
It's the
I'm just
numbers,
speaking
man.
facts.
Social media, attendance. You got the numbers.
Yeah, of course. He's got the style as well. Got like the
Yeah.
charisma.
So I spoke with the boss man, and I'm still gonna sit down with Graham and Cairo and let them know like, listen, this is what we want next. This is the next move for us. And after that, I get the belt there, and I'm gonna defend the flyweight strap against Mr. Zulu Boy. The guy's been calling out for quite some time.
Hey, dude.
Are you gonna, how you planning to beat
After
him?
happened last time.
Submission. Get him a submission. Get him the guillotine. Tap him out.
Yeah.
But
Talked a lot. But I can't wait to finally like face off with Zulu Boy. Cause to be honest with you guys, when I was 16, not a lot of people know this. I used to make our recordings where I would interview myself and I would speaking like fighting against Zulu Boy, and I would tell myself or whoever I'm interviewing at that moment, like whoever interviews me, like I'm gonna beat Zulu Boy and Zulu Boy's gotta fight me. You know, if I would do all that type of stuff, and it's crazy now. Everything is just playing out just like I
Bro.
visualized it and manifested it. And yeah, Zulu Boy calling me out and all that type of stuff, and it's about to happen. It's gonna be massive, but it's gonna happen on my
That's
terms.
crazy.
that's mad, isn't it? But you said actually, as a little boy, right, when you were younger, you were announcing yourself and interviewing yourself. I've got to ask this just as a pure fan perspective. Who else was you matching yourself up against? Was there like one time when you were like 11 or whatever, you're matching yourself up against
Dominic
Conor
Cruz.
Yeah, Dominic or Conor McGregor or someone like
TJ
that. You know what I mean?
Dillashaw.
I could just imagine you doing.
Kobe.
I could just imagine him doing that little like Conor McGregor impression by himself while playing by himself. You know, that would have been sick.
Can you do an Irish
There was a lot
accent?
of names. A lot of names. Uh, I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate.
Hey, that's a bit like Liverpool. That's a Liverpool scout.
That's scarce, isn't it? I know. You got nothing. You got nothing. That's how you sound like Conor. Yeah, you got
I,
nothing.
Who
I
the
love,
F
I
is
love, I
that
love the
guy?
Irish people, man. I love the people from the
Same.
guys.
He's
I love you
Irish,
guys'
bro.
accent, man. It's amazing. And
I'm Irish. You're welcome.
I met a few people. You're Irish, nice man. I met us at this. I was at this club vibe and a lounge vibe, and I met these two dudes from Ireland, and they were like, the one guy was like, I know Connor, and I was like, you know Connor, and then it's like, yes, I know Connor, and I showed him a photo of me with the EFC belt, and he's like, oh, you're also a champion, and I was like, yes, yes. I said, like, Connor's like one of my favorite fighters, but he told me like he knows Connor, and the energy that gave me, man, was amazing. I was like, damn, this is nice. I love the Irish people.
Yeah, of course.
That's sick.
When we speak,
Manifestation really is a thing for you, bro. It's coming all in place.
well, you got that energy.
Yes, sir.
People
Yeah.
feed off you. I think that's what I'm saying. People feed off you, like champs, however you want to be addressed. But in terms of like, you have that vibe where people just levitate around you, if that makes sense. Because it seems like
Yes, sir.
as I said, you have that entertainer side to you as well as being. I wouldn't like to see you angry, actually, because you're probably, if you got really, really angry, you'd probably be one of those ones that's just run. Don't bother trying to calm him down. Just get out of there any way, shape you can. You know what I mean? Because what would you say in your own viewpoint? Because it sounds like you analyze yourself quite a lot. What would you say was Terence Bellello, the Black Panther's strength, in your own words?
In my own words, I would say my mindset. My mindset. It's just my mindset, and cause it all starts here, man. It for me, MMA is 100%, or the fight life is 100% mental. A lot of people say, oh, it's 90%, it's 90%. Nah, it's 100%, because the things we go through as fighters, you got to think of you going to sleep every single time for 5 weeks. Say you got a fight lined up, you thinking constantly about that fight, and
Yeah.
some nights you visualize yourself winning, and some nights you would visualize yourself losing. So it's like a whole back and forward because the internal dialogue is very important for me. Just being at the calm mindset and having a peace of mind. That's one of the main things for me. I feel like that's my strength, like my mindset, and to be calm in chaotic moments, especially those big moments. Because making that walk last for EFC title fight, yo man, it's a lot of pressure. It's different, and just for me to stay calm in that moment and just enjoy it and flow with it, where most people crumble, I'm like, nah. My mindset is like my biggest strength, and I'm gonna keep on making it stronger and stronger every single time.
Nazi?
It's a perfect place to end it if we're taking too much of your time up. Feel like you had to rush it today, man. But honestly, you're a G just for giving us your time. Honestly, man, thank you so much.
So if you have to go, do tell us.
Easy.
But and we'll
No,
let
no
you go.
stress. No, no stress. We can go a little bit more.
I'm so happy to hear that. You wouldn't, because I've got loads and loads and loads of questions that for you, and I don't want to bore you or like take too much of your time. So my next question is, okay, if you were to become a coach, right? What particular focus would you be as a coach? Would it be grappling? Would it be striking? Right? What would you like to teach?
I would I would say striking and wrestling.
Striking.
Mm. And what
I
aspect
would
of
be
it
a
would you like? What, boxing or the kicking? Right? What? Come on, because what's your favorite striking?
I would say the Muay Thai. I love Muay Thai. I love Muay Thai. I love the elbows, the knees, the clinching,
I
the
know, yeah,
tips.
you,
I
yeah,
love
you do.
Muay Thai.
You do throw some good knees and elbows, man. I'll see you when you're on your back in your like on your championship fight, and you were doing all the little short elbows up, and when you're on your back, like,
Yeah.
and you do it quick and sharp as well. So yeah, I wouldn't like to get elbowed
I,
by you, bro. Me,
I
bro.
love elbows, man. It's nice.
Not many people use them. Not many people know how to use them. Honestly, it's like a 1% club. And as I said, you could do literally every strike it seems, and you land them all. I mean, I see you do the oblique kick as well, aiming for the knees and the low kicks. A lot of people don't like that, but that seems to be the new trend in MMA. Yeah? Do you love the low kick game?
I love the calf kick. You know, that's one of the nicest thing I love. I love to see the guys getting the legs taken out. You know, they can't walk on the legs anymore, and you just start piecing off on them. And that
Mm,
oblique kick is one of my favorite ones. Popping someone's knee.
yeah,
Yeah, I just love this nasty stuff, man. John Jones.
that's what I'm saying. That's not even a 1% club. That's like a 0.01% of people have landed good oblique kicks regularly. It's
Mhm.
just yeah,
Speciality. It's a speciality kick. You have to know what you're doing, because if you don't, it's one of those ones you're gonna leave yourself incredibly vulnerable
yeah,
if
you
you
do,
don't.
yeah.
So that's one thing a lot about with these high risk power moves. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like the champ said, I prefer fights that stand and you get a proper like banging competition to see. Like, let's see who's got the guts. Let's see who's got the power. Let's see who's got the speed. We all like a slugfest. As fight fans, we all like slugfest. So,
Do you
but
Because
think you could always
the
make
crazy thing is
flyweight, or
flyweight.
do you think it? Yeah, always. Is it getting hard? When you get older, you're gonna get a bit bigger.
It it depends. Yes, I'm gonna have to say flyweight for now, for now. And for me to get into the UFC, I gotta stay flyweight because there's so many bantamweights out there, man.
Yeah,
That's a load of bantamweights. So for me to get into the UFC, I have to stay at flyweight, and and I have to do big things in the flyweight division in the UFC. I gotta climb that ranks. I gotta be at least in the top 10, in the top five when
yeah.
when I'm at the age of 28 or 27. You know,
mm,
so I gotta work my way up in the flyweight division. High level skilled guys in the
Hopefully.
flyweight division and the UFC at the moment.
Can I ask you one question as well? Like, Terence Bellola, the man, right? We all know about the fighter. We see a lot about the fighter. What other interests do you have outside of MMA, like in terms of like sports wise? What else do you play a bit of rugby? Do you play football? What do you do? What else do you do? How do you enjoy yourself?
I, I'm a I used to play rugby in school and soccer, but it never worked out for me because I was like, shit, if this doesn't work out for me, because I'm a very athletic guy, this doesn't work out. What I'm gonna do?
Mhm.
And I found fighting. Obviously, ever since I found fighting, I was just like focused on fighting. I'm watching every single card. Every weekend if the UFC have a card, I'm watching it. I'm late nights up. I'm sacrificing.
My G.
So you got to be a champ. Oh,
Oh, you must have froze that. Oh, you're just saying he gets up every night. He's like one of us, man.
mm-hmm.
More like me, though. I don't think you get up every night, Simon. Every Saturday night.
I used to get up every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. in the morning, mate, to go work in a factory.
That's when the UFC's finished.
Yeah,
That's literally finished at 6 a.m.
and is he frozen completely? Is we going to get him back?
Oh, man. I mean, unless we get him back, I think that is just about it with the champ.
It's a shame.
Oh, man.
Froze.
I was going to ask him about his hair color. Like, when's he going to dye it next?
All right.
Well,
1 minute, mate. Give him a second. He might try and come back. It might just be a connection issue. Just give him a minute. If he doesn't come back, we'll just.
it's a Brazilian thing, I think, because I see all the Brazilians dyeing their hair.
I think his internet cut. But,
I mean, obviously, happens sometimes even.
Yeah, he's in Africa.
Yeah, I believe me, I got banging internet here, yeah, but it cuts out as well sometimes.
I have to say, great interview, man. I really love talking to him. It's a shame. Oh, hang on, he's coming back. Hang on.
Oh, yes.
Welcome back.
Sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that. The network, I don't know what's wrong.
Champ, it's fine. Don't worry. Thank you.
Well, you're back. I saw the
Well, go on. Naz, we'll ask him a question each, and then we'll leave the champ to his day. So, do you want to ask your last question, and I'll ask one more?
I was to say about the hair, man. The hair, you're gonna dye it again for the next match. You're gonna look for the next trend coming.
There's a but
Hey, we're like a movie star, man.
I'm gonna keep it yellow.
Gonna keep it
yellow, yeah. That seems like a lot of Brazilians doing that, man. A lot of the Brazilian fighters do that.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian. Guys.
Blackzilian. Remember that one, the old school one.
Oh, Blackzilian. Do you have to say that like that, Naz?
Don't you remember it? The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
That's where Kamaru Usman was from.
I know, but it's just a bit of a funny saying for YouTube, bro. You can't really say it like that way. If I get monetized, I'll have to delete this. But hang on, one last question from you, chat. Right now, you've mentioned your family quite a lot, and I deal on my channel with a lot of mental health. Right, so I gotta ask this, right? I'll put it delicately. With your family, how much of a motivation are they for you? When do you think about them when you're in your fights? Do they come into your mind, or is it always your laser focused when you're in the cage? How much do they play a part in your fight?
Like they do play a lot of part of it, especially in the build up. Like when I get closer to the fight, like I try to block them out as much as possible. But like before my fights, I always call my grandma and we speak and just get a little bit of fire back into me. Like this is the reason why I started, is because of her. So I always try to talk to her the day before the fight. But on fight day, I'm just zoned out. I don't want to think about nothing that's gonna make me feel emotional, because I can't go in there emotional on fight day. I have to be emotionless. I have to show no emotion. I have to go in there as Zen mode and just be in a mindset of just a flow state mindset. Just killer. I'm becoming a killer when I step in a cage. So I don't want to still think about my family and all that type of stuff, the girl I have, and all that type of stuff.
No, I appreciate that, and I must admit, it must be very hard as well. Obviously, as closer you get to your fights, and the more you have to focus on your fight and push everything, it must be difficult, because like as I was saying a little while ago, it's very hard in the fight game. The pressures that you get under, it's fantastic amounts of pressure, and it takes very special sort of characters, particularly if you're looking to go up a level, like going from EFC to UFC. The pressure goes up. Not many people, if you like, are ready for that pressure, are ready for that change in circumstances. But I think you'd thrive in it, to be honest. So, by everything by your character, I think adaptation for you is something that's become a big part of your life. Obviously, where you've been growing up, you've obviously struggled as a youngster, but obviously as you've got older, you've coped better. You've got better people around you. You've got your team. You've got other fighters. Obviously, I imagine that you quite cool with at your camp when you train. Because obviously you must have what? Who's your favorite training partner? You must have one other training partner at the camp, your camp, that you like to spar with or throw down with, like you think's really good.
Yeah, for sure. I got Faiz Jacobs. I got my boy Butcher, 61 kg. And we just go at it, man. We super chilled, small group, small team, and I feel like you just need 2 or 3 people that's willing to just push with you. Now, when you tell them on Saturdays, 8 p.m. the evening, let's go for a run or let's get some work in, they should be down. So and they down. So we out here working and behind the scenes, and I love my team, and I'm grateful for them. I'm thankful for them as well.
Thank you, champ. Well, we'll put it this way, Naz, was there anything else you want to quickly ask the big man himself before we let him go? Because obviously,
I would say, what's your dream place to fight in, man? I mean, you seem to be a study of the game. So, what's your dream place? Arena, stadium, whatever.
Vegas, T-Mobile, Las Vegas.
nice.
Legendary.
That's
How about the new place, the
that's
Sphere?
the one.
Have you seen that new Sphere in Las Vegas?
Well, I want to see him in Wembley. I want to see him fight in London in Wembley, to be honest.
And they just come to the O2 Arena.
Yeah, come to O2 just so I can come and see you, meet you live, champ. Like I wanna be able to say, like, yeah, I wanna come meet Terence Bellola at least UFC debut Wimbledon or Wembley, sorry, or something like that, or the O2. You gotta come to London, man. You gotta come to England.
One day.
I look forward to that. But champ, we've had
One day. I can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait either. Because I tell you what,
Literally, me, Ola, you, all coming down, bro.
yeah, Jordan, everyone. I can just imagine the whole fight week crew standing outside the O2 going, "Come on, Terence!" Like all of us just going crazy for you, like, you know what I mean?
We'll have a banner, bro, and all of that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the next time I watch this guy fight, I'm gonna be screaming at the screen anyway. I'll be like, "Come on, Terence!" Like I know him now. I'll be like, "Come on, bro, knock this guy out! Come on, my G, come on!"
I'm telling you, that's how it is on the watch-alongs.
Well, it will be now, definitely. All of us. But champ, can I just say, what a pleasure having you. Thank you very much. I'm just a small YouTuber. In fact, you've taken the time to come and speak to both of us. Much obliged, sir.
Respect.
Whenever you can come back, do so. I'd look forward to that. You know what I mean? But until then, champion, thank you so much for your time. God bless. Stay safe. And please, come back again soon. God bless.
Oh, I will for sure. We can do one next year.
Yeah. After the gift,
man. Go train hard, man, and stay healthy, injury free, always.
Come on.
I will. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Love, bro. Always.
Take care, brother. Let's end this.